What's up, Crimson Squad? This is Amy Crimson, and you're watching Wrestling with Entertainment.
Hello, and welcome to the show. It's Wrestling with Entertainment, bringing you the latest exclusive breaking news, previewing and reviewing the latest shows from WWE, AEW, New Japan, everything in between every Saturday, and interviewing all your favorite wrestlers every Wednesday on YouTube and Castbox, sponsored by Rogue Energy and Player One Coffee. I am, of course, your host, that guy, James J., alongside the leader of Squaw Squad, Kaliko Yachts.
If you're hearing my voice, that means the house is not burnt down from a deep fried turkey.
And the American Scooter Dust.
I'm still looking for my package that was thrown over a ravine by a FedEx driver.
And it's a great day for wrestling, of course. Last week on the show, I interviewed, you will kind of hear in spirit, Amy Crimson, and a very interesting, very fun interview. Had some questions from Scooter, had some on-the-fly questions from Kaliko, and Amy. Can't wait to see her get back in the ring and finally go again.
I know. I need her to come back because I got so. The only reason I couldn't make it because I felt like I had that internet issue just like you. Only difference is I called somebody to do something.
Not so fun when it happens to you, ain't it?
It ain't never fun. It ain't fun. But at that DMX, I'm so ready for. I literally wrote off 30,000 DMX. It's a wrap.
And next week on the show, we're doing something a little different. We are interviewing an actual interviewer of pro wrestlers, Don Kincaid. Incredible interview with somebody that's exceptionally passionate about this business and the talent that he talks to, and I do not recommend that interview enough when it comes out this upcoming Wednesday. The week after that, Wednesday, December 15th, we got Cody Hawk. The 22nd, we have Devontae. The 29th is open, but I'm pretty sure we have Mr. Grimm. And a couple more coming up in the pipeline as well. Check out our social media, Wrestling with E, on Twitter to see actual dates and news for those upcoming interviews. Now that we're done putting ourselves over, it's time to get into the news. PWI announced their 50 top tag teams, I believe yesterday. Did you guys see who it was yet?
I have not.
Any guesses? Who was number one?
The Young Bucks.
And you would be 100% right.
Yay.
The Young Bucks ranked number one. Lucha Bros number second.
Number second.
Number second.
Number three, Dangerous Techers. 4, the Usos, and 5, ALK. Kaliko, your thoughts on the top 5?
Well, considering the Usos are top 5, that's kind of it's happy. I'm happy for them, but the state of WWE's tag team division is like a bunch of singles people going, "Hey, let's just team up." So it would make sense that AEW would have
the top 2 spots.
would have the top 2 spots because the whole purpose of them even having, AEW in a sense, we're to highlight tag team wrestling. And as much as we criticize them a lot, that that Young Bucks Lucha Bros match this year was fucking fire. So I can't even like. And for the most part, the Young Bucks were champs most of the year. Usos really didn't get back together till the middle of the year, so it had to be the Bucks or the Bros. Because when you think of tag team, it's like literally the Bucks and the Bros. Maybe other than Waves and Curls, give them something. You know what I mean?
I don't have the full list here, so they could be on there somewhere.
I know. The Hex got an honorable mention, and they just started tag team, so which is Allison Kay and Marty Bell. So that's what I'm like.
They were just filling spots.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So it's just like,
And then
I don't know.
Guys, since they're now not separating by gender, apparently.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's.
What's your initial thoughts, Scooter?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's already been said. It makes sense that AEW has, not even a majority of the top five, the majority of probably the list together. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they had 50% of that list.
Yeah.
I expect New Japan to have 20%, WWE to have 15%, 85. No, WWE to have 20. Yeah, New Japan and WWE both 20%, and Impact to have the remaining 10. Okay, now maybe Impact with like 8, maybe even 5%, and the other 5% is Indies.
And I feel like you're being generous with 25% with New Japan, considering that.
Well, I said, I split it to 20 and 20.
Yeah,
20.
but I mean, basically, it's the Gorillas and Techos at this point, and it's kind of like what WWE is going through. A couple of drawn together tag teams. A lot of the tag teams are kind of drawn together right now, and
Right.
we're
But
in the midst of a World Tag League.
Yeah, but you see, in Japan at least, it makes sense to do that.
Yeah, because they're doing it with factions. It's not like Randy Orton and Sheamus becoming a tag team.
Yeah, there's tradition.
Tanahashi's teaming with Yano. In what world does that make sense?
Yano team up with anybody. Come on, man.
There's tradition rooted in New Japan making tag teams out of individuals who would not normally be tag teams. There's precedent there. The WWE just does it to fill the card with no real long-term goal in mind. With New Japan, there's usually some sort of long-term goal in putting two people together for a extended period of time.
Very true. Kind of cool that Dangerous Techos got the nod. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of Tai Chi and Zack Sabre Jr., but I can't deny that they've been a staple of the tag team division for maybe the past year.
Pretty much. And, Tai Chi, hey, he earned it. Zack Sabre Jr., I don't know, but Tai Chi, I know for sure.
Not so great news. Big Swole announced her departure from AEW. It kind of feels like they were going with her at one point, but things never really came together for her. What kind of happened with her, Scooter?
I'm not even sure, because Swole kind of just really faded into the backdrop. I mean, it looked like she was going to be one of the real staples of the AEW women's division, and then things just didn't pan out that way. And I think this, I think this might be the first real, effect of, AEW going on a contract binge and not focusing on the talent they had, as opposed to picking up talent for the sake of picking up talent.
Very true. And there was some health issues that maybe prevented her from being a part of the roster as much as she would have liked.
Very true.
Just bad timing.
Yeah.
Right. And it would have nothing to do with her almost murdering Britt Baker in her dentist office, no?
No.
No.
Right.
But I can make the argument that, like you said, the injury, but the injury didn't stop Chris Statlander.
No, health issues.
That's what I'm saying. Health issues. Like
Yeah,
Stat had a whole ACL out and came back and was number one contender.
But
He picked up where she left off.
Swole's is more.
She has Crohn's
Genetic.
disease.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah, well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
Wait. Say that again?
She has Crohn's disease.
So she is just like me.
This is true. Well, maybe not,
Well, I mean, not literally, James. I mean, come on. I mean,
Yeah.
the day I claim I'm a muscular black woman is the day you shoot me, and send me to the loony bin, because then I've gone off the friggin' deep end. But good Crohn's. I mean, and now we're getting into really some personal stuff here, but it's a manageable. It's not a disease. It's really it's more of an illness. And the thing is that once you've been diagnosed with it, people don't realize is that you've had it since you were born.
Well, I know that
You don't develop it. It's bred, so to speak.
Well, all I'm gonna say, on that topic is that she was having issues with that prevented her from being in the ring for quite some time. So
Yeah, that's
Yeah, but from her post though, it made it seem like it was her. It was a mutual interest, so it almost kind of seemed like, because I can't see AEW just releasing her due to the fact that she has it. So it has to have been a part, her paying a part. But I also wanted to get back to that thing, that one item that Scooter mentioned, which was the binge watching, the binge signing of women wrestlers, and I think he's on the money with that, because keep in mind when she was there, Rosa was there, but she wasn't signed. Soho was not there yet. It was a couple of people that weren't there that are there now, and that's the time.
A lot of Japanese talent wasn't there because of the travel issues.
The travel issues. So now it's like, crazy. So it could be something like that. And I'm starting to see that on the men's side, because where the hell is Brian Cage?
He's back in California.
SoCal. Yeah, he's working for XPW.
You see what I'm saying? So like he had that same issue too. So you know, with the Moxes and the FTRs and the CM Punks and the Daniel Bryan. So it's like because everybody wants everybody to get this TV time, but there can only be so many people at the top, right? So it's gonna have to be at the expense of others.
And that begs the question, we're coming up on 2022 in a month, and a lot of those original AEW signees, their contracts are coming up. Do you see that AEW is actually going to renew those contracts? Are they going to put them at a lower stake? Or are they going just to resign them just for the sake of having them? Na. Where do you think would, these, because essentially this was the original cast of characters that they had before they got CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, Brian Cage,
Adam Cole.
All these, Malachi Black, Andrade. Where do you see these guys? Rusev, yeah.
That's the dichotomy, right? Because it's like I would say Punk and Danielson and Cole had to have had to be a pretty penny, because Punk wouldn't come back. Punk would come back, but he would come back if the money was right, right?
Yes.
Danielson might be the outlier because he kind of cares about who he wrestles instead of how much he gets paid. But it's not like he's going to be wrestling for chump change either, right?
No. Yeah.
And Cole at that time was like the hottest fucking free agent, so I'm pretty sure he levied the money. And the problem is now is like
having your
with
girlfriend
those guys,
as the main wrestler on the women's division doesn't hurt as well.
right? But my thing is also those take up some salary. So who the same thing we talked about with WWE with these budget cuts. I wouldn't be surprised if AEW did the same. And it's also going to be where a lot of it is going to be budget cuts. A lot of it's going to be people trying to figure out where they fit going forward with this company, because it at the beginning it felt like it was just going to be a couple of guys, a couple of WWE guys to get the household recognition, and then introduce the cats that you already had. They're the villain now. As much as people don't want to say it, they're the fucking villain. Because they're out here signing everybody that fucking leaves WWE.
What?
Damn near everybody leaves WWE. So what's the difference between what they did and what WWE did with WCW? So to me, those originals are gonna have to find somewhere to go. And who knows? It might be them going to WWE NXT 2.0. Could be them going to Impact. Could be them going to ROH or overseas in New Japan. But I can't see them housing that much talent, especially with some that are not going to be used.
Tony Khan will make the argument that he's an unlimited well of wealth, and that he could just have all these people contracted. Obviously this is a lie, correct? You can't have all these guys on, and even to make it sense to have all those people and not even use them, just to have them sit at home at this point.
Well, the issue is also, I think, aren't they going smaller venues other than their big pay-per-views? So maybe that's one way of cutting the cost. But there's only so much TV time, right? 2 hours Dynamite, 2 hours of Rampage.
1 hour Rampage.
1 hour.
An hour. So 3 hours for roughly.
And the people that were on Dynamite are on Rampage as well.
Right. So you're sitting up here. 3 hours for a talent. It's the same thing with WWE. I say sometimes it's like you're at least WWE is like 5 hours of talent. 5 hours for a talent about well, damn, it feels like 30 people now, but at least they had the time slot to make it there, and we were just pissed at them for not using the time slots wisely. AEW, on the other hand, it feels like they only got 3 slots, and where the fuck are they going to fit all these people? Because you're fitting in a TBS championship, a women's championship, a TNT championship, a fucking world championship, the world women's championship, the tag team championship, a rumored 6-man tag championship. So it's like, what the fuck? Not to mention all the non-title storylines like Punk and MJF and Jericho and whoever the hell he's dealing with at the moment. So it's more about where they using their time.
Right. And what WWE is using with their time.
That is true.
An egg. Somebody stole Vince McMahon's egg. And that was 2 weeks ago, and we wasn't on 2 weeks ago. Scooter the Egg.
The fucking egg. The fucking egg that literally was just a reminder that Vince is still fucking alive, and or maybe it was symbolic that Vince thinks we're just all a bunch of eggheads.
I think that's what I got out of it anyway.
I guess the yoke is on us.
Exactly.
Ah!
Egg puns. Alright, but the
Exciting entertainment.
the only exciting thing that happened on that show was that Seth Rollins got attacked by a fan.
Oh, good God. The fact that this fan thought, for some reason, that the actual Seth Rollins was catfishing him. Like, I can't. Like,
Kaliko, can you?
All I know is, man, here's one thing I will say, because people were kind of getting on Seth for not fucking him up. And
He could get sued.
Like Chavo said, you remember he used to punch motherfuckers in the face and da 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 da. And I'm just looking like, hey, the dude came. Soon as Seth turned, he got blindsided.
He barreled at him. I mean, if you look at the footage, he came out like
Darby Allin.
How security did not get to him before he even got to the aisle is
mind-boggling.
Yes.
Because I know if that was me, man, I would have had a broken clavicle before that. But that withstanding, we're in an era now where it's like you really can't, even if it's justified, it's gonna be looked down upon. Prime example, like hip hop concerts, when people go on stage and hip hop artists start swinging on them, it's gonna be bad press. And I'm betting you that the train of thought now is just let the other people do what they need to do. You don't do it, because at the end of the day, you're the star. It doesn't matter if the 50,000 refs do it. It matters if Seth Rollins does it. So even let's say Seth Rollins kicked him in the ankle and everybody else pummeled him to shit, it'd be like, Seth Rollins hit this guy.
Yes.
Regardless. So that's where I think it's kind of iffy. But I will say that dude, boy, for him, for his mental state, that boy ran a 4.340 on that damn ramp. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm here for the jokes on that one. And then you got people thinking that like Seth Rollins is being racist, calling him boy, and I'm just like, bro, y'all just digging too deep. It's just like some people just like
He
make a
attacked
art,
him.
make an argument out of it, and it's just like,
Exactly. Again, exactly. There's no pun. And another reason he said he did it was because he wanted to save Finn Balor.
Yeah, no, that's
he said Vince McMahon told him to do it for the tribal chief. I don't know. Oh shit, boys! You can't make this shit up. Only in Brooklyn though.
I mean,
That's a
yeah.
Brooklyn
I
shit.
mean, yeah. The tribal chief. I believe his name is Chief Bullshit.
I mean, we do know that Vince McMahon was there. Is it out of the realms that he actually told this guy, "Hey, go fuck up some rounds"?
Um,
Unless
yeah.
he paid his bail. That's the only way.
I
Unless
mean,
his bail, because New York bail ain't no hoe. I know that much.
And I feel like there was something else. There was something else that happened on in the media that I'm completely blanking on.
um,
I mean, Edge did the whole promo against the Miz, and people
Wh-
said it was in poor taste that he mentioned John Morrison. But I mean, when you have promo wars between MJF and CM Punk on AEW, you gotta compete somehow, right?
No, I just think y people just don't know. In wrestling, life really imitates art. Y'all, they talking about that like this ain't the same Edge that had a storyline with Matt Hardy because Edge took Matt Hardy's girl. Like y'all just like bro, what the hell are y'all talking about? This is like every this shit ain't new. This shit ain't new. You know what I'm saying? They got rid of Matt Hardy. They literally brought back Matt Hardy just to fight with Edge because of the fact that Matt Hardy and Lita were a thing and Edge stole his girl.
Scooter, you first and foremost, big shout out to Janai Kai, who was on AEW Rampage last night. She wrestled Jade Cargill. Um, can't be happier for her. No, guys,
We're 3-0.
3-0.
yeah.
Scooter, you have any news topics that I missed or maybe not have
Well,
seen?
let's see. Well, um, Scarlett Bordeaux has announced she will be launching an OnlyFans.
Is that news?
It's wrestling related.
Um, WWE is reportedly thinking about dropping the NXT Cruiserweight Championship altogether. It remains to be seen if Roderick Strong and Joe Gacy anything comes of it. Of course, the Canada tour for WWE has been delayed due to the new Omicron variant. The Rock has personally endorsed Shayna Baszler.
Ooh, that's a big endorsement.
Yes.
Did he give her an A?
No, he just co-signed.
Oh.
Um,
I mean,
And
do people? I mean, specifically Vince McMahon, would he take any stock in The Rock's opinion on his talent right now?
probably, considering they want Rock and Roman.
Oh, that's true.
Beth Phoenix is leaving the NXT commentary team.
Surprising.
I was going to talk about that when we cover NXT.
And it was yes, Diamond Dallas Page is going to be the next guest on Steve Austin's Broken Skull sessions.
Ooh, interesting.
Ooh, now that's gonna be fun.
AEW talent.
Actually, I don't think he's under contract anymore.
Probably still got that Hall of Fame contract from WWE.
Yeah. I mean, it was still in the olden days of Dynamite that he was on.
Yeah, but it wasn't like he ain't doing what Sting and them doing and shit.
Right.
Yeah.
It ain't like he's Arn Anderson talking about Glocks. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, and AEW bringing back the Diamond Battle Royal for next week.
Yay.
Isn't that the one with the diamond ring?
Yep.
Yes, the one that MJF has won
2 years in a row.
Back to back.
Yep.
So basically, if it wasn't for the ring, we wouldn't know who the hell this guy is.
Basically.
Because to me, he's the talker, but then the bell rings.
Very true. I mean, the match with Darby was pretty good.
Like I said, then the bell rings.
Alright, that'll conclude our coverage of the news. Now a quick word from our sponsor.
Rogue Energy, the only gaming drink company in the world with 4 unique product lines to suit your task at hand, whether it be juices, shakes, smoothies, and everything else in between. Their low-calorie, no-sugar energy formula is the perfect alternative to sugar-filled canned energy drinks and sodas. Their extreme formula provides the most energy, focus, and sports performance possible. Their hydration line offers focus, ingredients without the added caffeine. Drink it anytime you're thirsty. And their shake formula is so delicious. Who doesn't love a cookies and cream, 0-calorie energy milkshake? First and foremost, they've designed every Rogue product line with performance and effectiveness in mind. It is critical that you look at the nutrition panels of drinks when comparing options. There are countless off brands out there that are presenting low quality, poorly dosed formulas that amount to expensive caffeine water. Every formula they produce is designed with optimal levels of high quality ingredients. Additionally, you won't find a powdered gaming drink brand that dissolves better. No need to have chalky textures in your drink. Their taste profiles are unmatched, specifically designed for gamers, athletes, students, entrepreneurs, people with hectic schedules, individuals with low energy, podcasters who can't shut up, people who are health conscious, and so much more. Great as both a pre-workout and as a coffee energy drink replacement. Specifically designed every Rogue product line to be the best gaming drink on the planet. Rogue Energy, more focus, more wins.
Use promo code WRESTLINGWITHE for 10% off your next purchase. And we are wrestling with NXT 2.0 Takeover War Games 2021. I think this is the
Say
first
that 5 times 5.
No.
I think this is the first time we're talking about NXT since it's in its 2.0 form.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
You mentioned it right at the top of the at the end of the news portion. Beth Phoenix already leaving. I only want to say she was a staple of the commentary team. I much preferred Ronaldo and Nigel McGuinness.
Ronaldo, not the soccer player.
Yeah. Mauro Ronaldo, Nigel McGuinness. Hell, even Byron Saxton. Jesus.
I guess. But well, who do you, or is anybody going to replace Beth Phoenix on commentary? Should she be replaced on commentary? Should it be Nigel McGuinness?
It's gonna be hard because it would have to be another woman, no?
Mm,
Not necessarily. I mean, Renee Young was replaced by Byron Saxton.
Yeah, but we know why. 'Cause Raw in itself was, you know, I felt like she was a better fit for NXT. I
But she
wouldn't be
never did
surprised.
commentary for NXT.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying she would have been a better fit at NXT.
Hmm.
Because I felt like Raw, it just felt like that they were just they put her there. They put her there to put her there. No defense, no, and they didn't really kind of set her up to succeed in a sense.
Hmm.
Because now she's on Sirius XM having the time of her life.
Oh yeah. But
So it's not like she can't talk. So.
but seriously though, was Beth Phoenix's legacy in NXT helping Indie Heart World capture the heart of Dexter Lumis?
Maybe.
I think that was it. Other than, wait a minute, wasn't there maybe helping Randy Orton and Edge feud there a little bit?
But that wasn't in NXT. Was specifically.
But I'm just saying, her legacy since she came back. So.
All right, let's get into this show. Women's War Games match. Shizel,
Yes.
Tensarai,
Wait a minute, who?
Raquel
Tensarai.
Gonzalez. Shizel. The name.
There you go.
The nickname I created that she has personally endorsed.
That's right. There we go. Say it louder for the people in the back.
Shizel!
Female Darby Allin, and the only Kaylee Ray that matters versus Anime Princess Dakota Kai, Tomb Raider Trish Stratus, Becky Lynch's stunt double, and the girl that looks like a dentist.
Please say the match regularly.
Yeah.
Raquel Gonzalez, Io Sarai, Cora Jade, and Kaylee Ray versus Dakota Kai, Mandy Rose, Gigi Dolan, and JC Jane. JC Jane to beat. Hey, you don't even have to.
I'm. This is the face is going to win. Yeah. Toxic Attraction needs to look somewhat bad. So might as well do it in War Games.
The thing that got me was this is Team Raquel versus Team Dakota Kai. Shouldn't this have been Team Raquel versus Toxic Pancakes, Attraction with Dakota Kai?
See, if they had gave Dakota the belt in the first place, you would have had it. But no. We're just going to have Dakota lose and still use her name in War Games. It would have been more personal if she was the champ. That was the whole point. Especially now, hindsight 2020, they should have just gave goddamn belt to Dakota the same way that they gave it to Mandy.
It feels like they replaced Undisputed Era with Toxic Attraction.
Yes, and which is why Toxic Attraction needs to win.
But do they get the win?
Granted, they have the belts. They have the belts by nefarious means. Them going through something as hellacious as this and coming out on top is what makes factions matter. kind of like how when MJF had that faction that no one really talks about anymore, but they did win the match, right?
Yeah. They're technically still a faction, but
You know what I
he
mean.
rents FTR out. So
That's what I'm saying.
you're going with Dakota Kai and Fatal Attraction.
I'm riding Dakota Kai till I die.
I mean, I'm
Dakota,
expecting
or should I
Dakota
say,
Kai to turn on Toxic Attraction and help.
or should I?
Hell.
I mean, she did that
Really?
already.
Yeah, she did that already. The Cobra Kai done already did it already.
So who are you going with, Scooter?
Whichever gets me the drunkest.
Whiskey.
No, I'm gonna say Team Raquel.
Alright, I'm the tiebreaker here. Toxic Attraction needs a win, but Dakota Kai's on their team. Raquel Gonzalez's team wins.
How dare you?
Cameron Grimes versus Duke Hudson in a hair-to-hair match. Who wins,
Wait.
Scooter?
Hair to hair or hair versus hair?
Hair versus hair. Their wigs are going to attack each other.
Like if they were like tied, like if this was like a ponytail strap match, that'd be interesting.
That's a plan for Bianca down the line.
I'm surprised that hasn't happened yet.
I mean, it feels like there should have been more with Cameron Grimes by now. But Cameron to win clearly.
Kaliko?
I feel like Cameron's kind of. He's in that place where his shit was so over, and then this shit changes, and they're like, "What the fuck?" Like, I feel like that's how I feel what they did to him. Because that To the Moon shit was on it. But that being said, it has to be Grimes, right? Because otherwise they would have had him change the hair during the whole Butler thing.
Yeah.
And if you don't like Cameron Grimes, fuck you to the moon!
Damn straight.
I'm also going with Cameron. Next match, Imperium, Fabian Eichner and Marcel Bartel versus.
They still exist?
Yes.
Yeah, they're the tag team champions.
Yeah, and they're cruising. They're cruising for ass.
Raise your hand if you've watched NXT in the last 3 weeks.
Am I the only one raising his hand?
Yes.
I mean, I've watched it, but I also be like, it was sarcasm. Like, shit, they still exist? Because remember when Imperium was like the hottest thing? So one of the hottest factions in the NXT realm, and then
Imperium goes up against Kyle O'Reilly Parts and Von Wagner.
what?
Well, considering that Von Wagner's eyebrow ridge is already at the arena. I mean, seriously, like that dude's like, good God, whoever wins, Toxic Attraction's wombs or cervixes or uteruses will lose.
What?
You have not seen Toxic. Have you not seen Toxic Gigi Dolan and JC Jade flirting with Imperium?
No. Again, I haven't watched for the last month.
Oh man. But I'll put it this way: They're the Toxic Attraction is the reason Imperium likes things in America.
Kaliko, who wins the match?
Could I say push?
Yeah.
Only if you're pushing them off a building.
Push the ring down. I feel like Kyle O'Reilly's been betrayed so many times. I can't remember. So one more time won't hurt. Imperial. It's like, fuck it.
Alright, Roderick, I can't believe he's not in AEW yet. Strong. With the Diamond Mine versus Joe Gacy with Harlan. Brother to Wallow. I just made that turn. Who wins, Scooter?
Inclusion wins. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it to Gacy due to having Brock Light.
Let's see.
So yeah, Gacy.
Alright. Kaliko, what say you?
I'm going Strong, but why the hell would Roderick Strong be in AEW? Because he'd be probably doing the same shit he doing now. At least he gets TV time.
Well, I mean, Bobby Fish and Adam Cole is doing the same shit.
Adam Cole has history with the Bucks, which therefore kind of what Fish is clinging to.
And if Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong was there, you don't think we would see an immediate what was their names?
Red Dragon?
Undisputed Era reunion?
No, because then the Super Click, Undisputed Super Click, it would feel like NWO when they had like 100 members in that bitch, and yeah, no. It felt like you remember that time in 90 in Scooter can remember. You remember in like 97 when it felt like 90% of the roster was a member of MWO somehow.
When there was literally an episode of Nitro where they said the entire night is being devoted to making your choice of whether or not to join the NWO. And for some reason, at the time I was doing all this like fantasy booking and with whatnot, and for some random reason, before I even knew it, I had Marcus Bagwell joining the NWO, and then weeks later he joins the NWO.
And we don't want that. See, we've lived through that, James. We don't want that again.
Yeah, I've been WWE all my life. I'm glad I missed the WCW era. Alright, and that brings us to our last match, the main event, the thing nobody wants to see. Men's War Games match. Team Black and Gold, Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano, Pete Dunne, LA Knight versus Team 2.0. Not AEW's 2.0, the guy with the square head and all that good stuff. No, it's Von Breakker. Carmelo Hayes, Grayson Waller, and Tony D'Angelo.
Like, okay, why is LA Knight the face here?
Thank you.
I thought Grayson Waller was supposed to be the face in that feud.
Well, Pete Dunne's a heel too, so.
I feel like this is like Survivor Series 95 all over again.
No, this is like 80s basketball versus 2010s basketball. So think of Larry Bird versus Steph Curry, if you will.
No, I was thinking Jordan versus LeBron,
That too, but I'm a LeBron guy, so I'm kind of
or Starks versus Rodman.
I don't think John Starks could play in today's NBA.
or-
That's a
or-
whole nother. That's all.
or Malone.
Him nor Muggsy Bogues could play it. Yeah,
Malone versus Walton. No.
We'll continue this conversation on our spin-off, so Wrestling with Basketball.
Wrestling with balls.
Wrestling with balls. There you go.
It's excellent.
Oh, we could do that. Cover all the NBA fights throughout history. That would be dope.
Scooter, who wins this match?
All the medical companies that will have to prescribe migraine medication for the headaches this match will induce. Seriously, yeah, it's Team Ciampa. If you think anything else, you're a fucking idiot.
Kaliko, do you think differently?
Then I'm a fucking idiot because this sounds like the last of the Mohicans right here. The fact that there's only three left, it just feels like the last samurai, last of the Mohicans, the dudes in Hoosier before, or you remember the Titans when they first integrated high school football. That's what it feels like. It feels like they about to just like do them in. In my heart is telling me to go with the 1.0. But that wild card is LA motherfucking Knight because he wasn't there. He got there at the tail end of Black and Gold, not even through at least with Dunn, Gargano, and Ciampa, it's like OGs, right? What the fuck is he OG of?
That he was there 6 months prior to 2.0?
So he an OG because he been there 6 months?
Before.
Fuck out of
Before
here.
2.0.
Fuck out of here with that shit. Ooh. Let me go tell the streets that. Hey, there's this dude. He been here 6 months. Is he an OG? Man, if he'll get his ass off that corner.
I mean, just fantasy booking here. Would have it made sense if it was Kyle rather than a Knight? He's been there longer than Knight, at least.
It would have made sense if it was Kyle O'Reilly instead of LA Knight. Hell, it would have made sense if it was anybody from Imperium and fucking LA Knight. Like, shit.
Well, they want the 2.0 guys to have a chance, so Walter's not going to be in there.
Shit, Tyler Bate, little ass. He's still there? Shit.
Is he?
Yes.
Yeah, pull his little ass out there. Mustache Mountain is there. Pull their little asses out there.
Damn, I didn't even...
You didn't know.
I mean, for a while though, I didn't even know that Matt Cat Moss still had a job.
Yeah, there's a couple cats. You'd be like, he's still there?
Yeah. But
to your credit, WWE has been cutting so many motherfuckers that you kind of got to double check that bitch.
Yeah, wasn't he gone 3 releases ago?
Who?
Matt Cat Moss.
Riddick,
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
But one of the main stories here is that Johnny Gargano signed a week extension to his contract.
Yeah.
Odds are not staying with the company after this. Yes, no, maybe AEW, Impact.
If Gargano goes, to AEW. You know, like then it's gonna be we're seeing the decline of we're gonna see the decline of this supposed boom period for AEW. They don't need. They got Tony Khan has to be grounded, man. Like his father's got to take him over and spank his fucking ass and be like, "Stop fucking around with a checkbook." Like, yeah, the accountant's doing the books, like.
What, Mike Rotunda?
You know, and the con accountant is looking at the expenses, and he's like, "What the hell is an aluminum falcon?"
What about
That
you,
implies
Kaliko?
that Tony Khan bought the Millennium Falcon.
Surprised he didn't blow it on trying to get Comic-Con back up. Anyways.
No, I just blew it on hookers and blow. Hookers and blow.
That's a good alternative.
That's where all the Nord from Comic Con's money went. Kaliko, what happens to Johnny Gargano?
In one mind, you could see him going the Adam Cole route, which is like he's done everything there. Why the hell else would he stay, right? The other side of the coin is his wife is still there, who is pregnant with their child.
And let's face it, she's not going to stay afterwards. I don't think so, anyway.
I wouldn't either.
I mean, she's not Becky Lynch caliber star. I'm sorry.
Well, at NXT, she was getting there, but 2.0, like, shit. I say he stays.
All right.
Because whether we like it or not, he's on Mount Rushmore of NXT.
Oh yeah.
He's there. The other three could be debated, but him, Balor.
I feel like Ciampa could be up there.
Ciampa? Oh God, who would be Mount Rushmore? Because the Mount Rushmore, if you think it, you can make the argument Cole, Ciampa.
If we're just doing guys, but girls, Asuka, obviously.
But girls also, so that's why I would be like Asuka. Yeah, Asuka, Paige,
Charlotte. I mean, Bailey would be up there.
Yeah, Bailey's there. See, so it's like, he's done it all. So I think he would like. I think he'll stay just because of the simple fact that it's a simple schedule, especially with a newborn baby. He's not having to go all over the place.
Fine.
That would be my thought.
Your team, you're going with 2.0. Scooter's going with black and gold, correct?
Yes.
I'll settle this debate. I'm going with 2.0. It hurts my heart, but
It does. Yeah. See? He feels it. James feels me.
Yeah.
Say it again.
If you're asking what I want in my heart, it's black and gold. But if you're asking me what my mind is telling me, it's 100% 2.0. Alright. Will we even watch this this pay-per-view event when it comes out tomorrow?
I have no idea. I'm not even sure. I'm not even
I'll
sure
probably
there's going to be a remix for it, so.
If you're
God knows. I'll probably be so drunk from because I'm going to San Diego State, and then I'm going to be drunk from Georgia beating the piss out of Bama, and then yeah.
Little Todd bitch.
And isn't it kind of a sad situation because when it was NXT Takeover, because you only got 4 of them, they were always must watch. If it was a Saturday, a Friday, a Saturday, a Sunday, your ass was in a seat and you were watching it. And now we're at the point where can we pass? Yeah, probably. Does that really?
You want to know?
Huh?
I'd rather watch more Chuck.
Damn, that.
What about you, Kaliko? Isn't this a tale of a sad state?
It's alarming because of the simple fact that the takeovers they weren't that long. They were like 2 hours. It was like 5 matches. Every match had time to breathe,
There's
right?
5 matches on this card.
But you're missing my point.
No, I know what you mean.
It felt bigger because they made the stories bigger, right?
Yeah.
Like, do you think? And this is the bar. This is just like the low entry bar. So do you think any match from this takeover is going to be better than Velveteen Dream versus what was his name? No. Velveteen Dream versus
Dexter
Ricochet?
Malachi Black. God damn it. You know what the fuck. His name in WWE. What the fuck?
Aleister
Aleister Black?
Aleister Black. So remember that whole thing came just from somebody saying your name, right?
Right.
But it felt big in regards.
I understand.
And that's the bar. If you don't think any match can match at least that minimum of intensity, then that answers your question.
Now, like I said, I dare you, I task you with finding a bad NXT takeover. If this is not good, and I'll say it. I'm going to watch this event. I'm not going in with high expectations, but I'm willing to see it through to see if there's something, any remnants of the black and gold left. And
It won't. It can't. The only way it would happen is because the one thing the black and gold did, and this is the one thing Triple H did, and it was a fucking genius move, and it's so subtle, but no one notices it, right? When the match starts, the lights
Go down.
are only focused on the ring.
yes,
No one cares about the audience. It's about and that little subtle right there makes the match feel bigger than what it is. And
well,
it focuses you as the viewer, because as the viewer at home, you're going to be focused on it because it's the light. But in being at a takeover myself, being the viewer in the audience, it focuses you to the ring, so you're not running around trying to take over shit like stupid ass chants.
well, I'm definitely I'm watching this event. And I'm not gonna lie, this might be my last NXT event for quite some time. If it is what I expect it to be, and that is not good.
I mean, it had. I'll put it this way: I will watch it. I'm gonna watch it. I'll be probably drunk as shit to watch it,
If you need,
but I will watch this ship to go to the bottom with fit and pride.
if you need uh enhancements to get through a wrestling show, doesn't that just tell you that it's not good?
No, I'm saying I'm gonna be drunk from the day before because Georgia's gonna beat the brakes off of Bama and we're going to the college football playoff. My alma mater, San Diego State, is gonna win the freaking Mountain West football championship. That's why I'm gonna be drunk.
Okay, so it has
Um,
nothing to do with NXT.
Bam, there you go. I'm just
Okay,
gonna be
on
so lit
Tuesday, when there's
from
absolutely no reason to drink, will you be watching NXT sober?
yes. See, I watch it sober. Yeah, come on, man.
Alright, and that will conclude our coverage of NXT 2.0 Takeover 2021 preview.
One more thing.
Yeah.
I'd rather watch 3-6 Mafia battle Bone Thugs and Harmony than this.
Oh, I know you saw when Juicy J tried to swing a busy bone. Man, that was the slowest swing ever. I just like, yo. And James is like, who is 3-6 Mafia?
They sang Mark Henry's song.
they, oh, shit.
Yep.
There you go.
Yep.
There you go.
So yeah,
Could
so
be some
fuck
wig
you.
splitting.
They did a live performance the year they won the Grammy. Yeah. Okay. Shit. Man.
It's
We all
hard out here for a shrimp.
hard out here for sure. Cause a whole lot of bitches jumping shit.
And that will conclude this episode. Join us next week. Will we be here next week? Yes, I believe we'll be here next week. As we do a review of this of NXT Takeover War Games. Until then, like, subscribe, comment, vote on YouTube and Castbox. Of course, this was sponsored by Rogue Energy and Player One Coffee. Join us this Wednesday as we interviewed Don Kincaid. And follow all the news and happenings of Wrestling with Entertainment at Wrestling with E, both on Twitter and Instagram. And follow us individually as well. I am at JamesJ993. Where can they find Kaliko?
Find me not trying to burn my house down from all these 3-6 Mafia hits at I am Kaliko.
And where can they find Scooter?
As always, find me on Twitter at Scooter Dust. And of course, the remix coming to you in 2022. And of course, join me and Enrico Constantino Jr. along with the rest of the Smoky Dragons clan. It's Thankmas. That's right. Once again, it's that time of year where Twitch streamers gather to raise money for St. Jude's. Check us out, twitch.tv/Smoking Dragons.
Also in Memphis. That's also in Memphis. See, Memphis all over this bitch, man. You know they had Terrence Howard rapping his heart out here for a pimp at that verse. And I know this is totally off script.
When have we been on script?
But to see his old ass out there trying to rap, what the fuck, yeah. All right, now James, you can do that.
For Kaliko Yacht, Scooter Dust, I'm James J, and this has been Wrestling with Entertainment.
You know it's hard out here for a pimp.
Oh, or shrimp.